It took me over a year of talking about starting out a YouTube channel before I actually did it. Hi, hello! This video is going to be about starting out a YouTube channel as an artist. We will talk about the fear of starting out, the setup, the gears, all the good stuff. I'm Anushka, I'm an illustrator / artist, and I just started my YouTube channel a few months ago. So I want to share what I learned by doing, because I would have loved somebody to tell me the things that I will tell you. Let's go! Okay, first things first, let's talk about the fear of putting yourself out there. The fear of starting out is something that I can totally relate to, because I was there a few months ago. And the biggest piece of advice I can give you is really just do your first video. Film it, edit it, post it, and you will learn a ton of things by just this one video. Nobody is expecting you to do a masterpiece. Don't be too perfectionist. Just put it out there and see what happens. It's like art making. You didn't learn art making from 1 second to another. You experimented, you exercised, you learned by doing, and it's exactly the same with editing. I think the YouTube community is way nicer than you may think. Everybody is so freaking nice. You can't even imagine. Like, look at the comments under my videos. It's just kindness, motivational comments, and I really didn't expect this at all. I asked in a community post if someone has any question about YouTube, and one of the questions was from Beth Stories. Sorry if I butcher it. They said, I have a self-confidence issue. I've been wanting to start one for years, and I've been on and off, but I seem to get nervous about putting myself and art out there. How do you work around nervousness? So, how do I do it? When it comes to nervousness in front of the camera, I like to just do as much takes as it needs to get to the point where I'm feeling a little bit more confident. For me, it's also a little bit of practice in English, because I'm not a native English speaker and I stumble upon words, I'm searching my words, I invent new expressions, and sometimes I just need to be talking for a bit in front of the camera before I get comfortable with the language and with talking to the camera. I'm still feeling weird sometimes, but that's the way it is. I hope it will get better in time. When I'm getting nervous about what people are gonna think, I try to tell myself again and again that I'm doing something that I really like, and I try to be as authentic as possible. And if people don't like it, why should they watch it? Like, nobody forces anybody to watch any YouTube video. So just try to do something that is fun to you and that feels good to you, so that you have a good feeling when you post something. Don't try to be somebody else, because I think you really can tell if somebody is authentic or not. And on the long run, you don't want to be somebody else, because it's way easier to be yourself. Yeah, I think that's how I cope with nervousness. Oh, we have a guest. Hi Tula. I just have to film that take, and then we can go out. Okay? Where were we? I use my iPhone a lot. It's a iPhone 11, I think. It's not the newest one, but the quality is totally fine, and I could film everything with this. But I got myself a second camera. It's a Sony ZV-E10. Here she is. It's a point and shoot camera. I don't have to worry about any settings. I just press play and that's it. I just always have to check if it's not on slow-mo, because that happened in my first video and I don't want it to happen again, so I try to be aware of it. It's part of the process, making mistakes and filming in slow-mo. I hope I don't film in slow-mo now. Having two cameras to film with is very convenient, because you can have one camera that is always filming your art making and a camera that you can move around. If you are on a lower budget and you have a phone that makes good quality videos, just use it in the beginning to see if YouTube and filmmaking is really a thing for you, because maybe you hate editing. You cannot know if you never tried. So maybe start out with just your phone in the beginning and move your phone a little bit around to get different angles. When it comes to sound, I use a little microphone from Joby that I plug into my camera. But actually I use this microphone just when I'm at home, because I don't feel comfortable having a big microphone on my camera when I'm filming outside and people are watching me. For now, I'm fine with using the camera that is built in. The Sony ZV-10 has a little furry, fluffy thing that you put onto your microphone, and it helps with wind shielding. When it comes to light, I don't have anything fancy. I really just use natural light. I turn off all the lights in the room and I film just with natural light, because the color correcting is way more easier when you don't have a yellow or bluish light that you need to correct. So I just use the sun. Even when it's cloudy like today, you have good enough light, just find a window where you can sit down or stand nearby, like I'm doing right now, and film like this. I bought a light that I never used. Maybe I will need to use it in winter time, but natural light is really what I like the most. I'm using 3 tripods. I have a big one that I use to film this kind of videos, where I just put my Sony camera on top of it so that I can have a steady shot that is not wobbly. Then I have a overhead tripod for my phone that I just clip onto my desk. And the last tripod I have is this little boy. I bring this one with me when I'm filming outside or when I'm traveling. It has like flexible feet, so you can put it onto whatever you want actually, and it's very convenient. When it comes to filming, the most important thing for me at least is that I get shots from the same thing from different angles. So I have one camera that is always filming in just one angle. It films the art making process from a top view and nothing else. And the other camera is on a tripod, either my big tripod or my little one. And this camera is always moving. A shot that I'm doing a lot is filming what I'm doing, but from behind me. So I like to position the camera on my left behind me, because I'm a right-handed writer. Do you say that? I don't know. So if I would shot myself from the right side, you would only see my head and my arm. Try to think about angles where your body is not getting in the way of the camera. Okay, so let's answer some of your questions. First question is from Dina. They asked, how long did you think about hair and makeup? Okay, so I typically don't think too much about it, because I'm not a person that puts on makeup every day. I am mostly without makeup. Actually, today I did an effort. I put on some cute eyeliner and mascara because I was feeling it. Wait, do you see it? Do you see it? If you see me with makeup, it's because I felt it in the morning, and it's not because I wanted to put on makeup just for the video. In the end, in my videos, I want you to get to know me. So why should I put on makeup every time I'm filming when I'm typically not the person who is putting on makeup every day? Sometimes when I plan on filming that day, and I have greasy hair, I will wash my hair in the morning. That's everything I'm doing. Next question is from Petit Donut. How to find time for editing? I want to answer this question more in a how to find time for YouTube way, because it's not just the editing, it's also the filming, the thinking about what do I want to film. So number one tip is really come up with a schedule that is doable for you. Don't try to post every week when you know that you can't do it. It will just stress you out. And that shouldn't be the point of the whole thing. Like, you should have fun with it, because if you don't have fun with it, you won't stick to it. Maybe just do one video a month or one video every 2 months, and eventually you will get faster with editing and filming. I already did get faster in the last 3 months. Second question from Dina was reasons to start, idols, aims. So the main reason to start for me was that I wanted to build up a community and have a more personal relationships to the people that are following my art. And I think that YouTube is really the perfect place for that. YouTube is also allowing me to experiment way more things in art, because I'm filming the whole process and it's less about a certain art style that works and that is there for feeding the algorithm. I know which kind of art I need to make on Instagram, for example, to please the algorithm, but I started to feel a little bit stuck in my own style, and I don't think that is a good thing for art making. So another reason to start YouTube, it's because it's very freeing. My idols, here on YouTube at least, are all the art vloggers you may already know, like Lee Alexson, Megan Wang. I really like Apple Cheeks video. I love the humor of Jamie Green. I'm sure there are some artists that I didn't mention. I will just put the artists I'm watching on YouTube in the description. I don't really know what my aims are. I want to continue with YouTube because I found out that I really love filmmaking and editing. I'm having fun with it. And then the plan is maybe to open a shop or a Patreon, or I don't know. Yeah, I'm not there yet. I'm doing my little videos, I'm fine with it. I'm thinking about seeing how this YouTube thing is going and then taking the next step and thinking about an art business. Okay, so I have some other questions, but they're all about editing, and I will answer them in the next video because the next one will be all about editing. That's a very big theme that needs a whole video. I don't want to just scratch the surface. I really want to go in depth with how I'm doing things. So if you have any questions on how I'm editing stuff, comment down below and I will try to answer all of your questions in my next video. Thank you for watching till the end. Consider putting a little thumbs up, because I learned this is actually the best way to support the channel, just commenting and putting a thumbs up. See you in the next one. Bye!